Hey guys, Alex here, and in this video I want to take you on a quick tour of the straw clay tiny house behind me. And this building is about 80% complete at this stage. As you'll notice, it doesn't have any plaster on the outside or the inside here. There's no finish work or trim work done on it yet, so I figured this might be a good time to show you the structure because you can see all the various components that go into it. So let's go take a look. So beginning with the foundation, let's take a look. So we have a concrete slab foundation, and of course underneath we have proper drainage. You can check out my other video on how I built this foundation, and it goes into details on that. On top of the concrete slab we have bricks. These bricks form the stem wall, and the stem wall is what lifts your actual straw clay or cob wall off the ground, so protects it from moisture and water runoff and rain. So this stem wall is made of brick and concrete and is attached with rebar into the concrete slab. Then on top of the stem wall we have the sill plate, and then all of our framing is attached to the sill plate, and the sill plate is attached to the stem wall with what's called J-bolts. So every component is integrated with its adjacent components. So the slab's not standalone to the stem wall. There's actually metal rebar connecting these two, and then the sill plate isn't just sitting on top of the stem wall, it's actually connected with metal bolts. And so every component is integrated. That's an important concept for any kind of building, is you want to have all your components integrated. I decided to put two doors on this building. The outer door is a glass storm door, and then the interior door is a solid wood mahogany door. So this small building has a total footprint of 120 square feet. Considered tiny for a building, just big enough maybe for a bedroom. Now you'll see the straw clay walls. This is the insulation and wall infill for this structure. These walls are 9 1/4 inches thick, and they can be made to whatever width you want them to be, so you can either increase or decrease your insulation value in the walls by the width of your actual wall. So these walls will come out to about R13, which is pretty good for this climate zone. And you'll also see the windows are fully installed. There's concrete window sills that I created custom for these window sizes, and then I have these insulated double hung windows in each of the 3 windows. And it's a bit dark in here right now, so I can't quite show you in detail the ceiling. Well, the ceiling's not actually in yet, but in the ceiling is the insulation, and I have this hemp bat insulation that I've put in the ceiling. This is an R28 hemp insulation. This stuff is really great. I really like it a lot. It's from Hempitecture, and it's perfectly safe to use with your bare hands. You don't have to wear any kind of respirator or anything. This is great stuff. So this whole building is going to be mold resistant, non-toxic, and just very, very healthy overall space to be inside. So now to talk a little bit about the roof. The roof is conventional roofing. I used 2x10s for all the rafters and the ridge beam. So it's a very thick, solid roof, very well attached and strapped down to the top plate on the top of the walls. And then it's covered with your typical roofing sheathing and tar paper membrane. And then on the top I used metal roofing, and then decorated the fascia boards to make it all look nice. And then underneath, I want to show you, I have the soffit venting, which is very important for airflow through your roof. It goes up through the roof and out the ridge beam, or out the ridge at the top. So underneath the roof eaves is what I was talking about for the airflow. These are the soffit vents, and I just like to open up the entire area as a vent to allow for the most airflow up through the roof. So the air is going to flow up through your ceiling above the insulation. So between your roof sheathing and the insulation, you're going to have an airflow through there. Keep your insulation and your ceiling dry and prevent any kind of mold growth up there. So that was an overview of this tiny house structure, and I think that gives you a general idea of what this building consists of. It's going to be a really nice place to live in, or could be used for any kind of daily usage. Just going to be a really high quality building, I think. I'm actually beginning on the next one here on my property this week, and it's going to be the same size building as this, pretty much the same design for the most part, except a couple changes, because instead of straw clay walls, it's going to be cob walls. So I'll basically be building this same building but with cob walls. So we're actually going to be constructing this next cob one during the workshops this spring and summer. So if you guys want to learn how to build one of these, especially if you want to learn how to build with cob, come on out to one of these workshops. They're going to be really, really valuable. I've got several of them open. I'll put a link down below if you want to sign up. So yeah, I'm already working on the foundation for the next little cob house over there, and it's going to be a really nice little building. So again, if you want to learn how to do it, come on out.